Hey there, it's Bob with a voice for treasures from the past. Hey, I just wanted to pop on here as I just kind of got some more information gathered up on the print process, chine process on this lithograph, and I wanted to share it. It's pretty cool. It's actually amazing. And so I'm going to jump into it. You can see over here that some of the information, the results essentially. And I'm going to minimize myself here, my image, and I want to show you what else we were was being evaluated. So it's behind this video here of me. So here, let's do this to there. Okay, so you can still hear me, I hope. Um, so what we got here is uh, this is the image of one of the four corners, or of the perimeter around the lithograph, signed Odilon Redon, and several things. Okay, the process. Now, I already did a video that, obviously I considered it to be chine clay or chine process. It appeared to be that to me, but I wanted to do a deeper analysis, and this is what we've got. So, as you can read here, boundary is very clear. So the inner sheet, print bearing sheet, is darker, smoother, and very uniform. The outer support sheet is lighter, textured, and fibrous. The junction between them is clean, continuous, and professionally pressed. This is classic for 19th century chine, especially in prints from Parisian workshops of Redon era. So while we could see that it appeared to be chine, here's some more in-depth answers here, or results. So the adhesive line is visible. So a slight darker band around that follows the entire top left boundary here. It does go around if we had images of all four, it does go all the way around. And I think it's right here. And this is a different scan that I did. And you can see here more clearly what's going on with where we're talking, where the uh, analysis indicates the darker portion, and it actually is a denser, darker portion. Here's the kind of the better view of it. So the slightly darker band that follows the entire top left boundary. This corresponds to starch or wheat paste adhesive used in chine process. This type of adhesive signature is not something you would find in modern reproductions or facsimiles. It's extremely characteristic of the period chine produced under pressure in a lithograph press. So let's go down here and take a look at paper. Okay, the inner sheet shows tight, fine fiber structure, typical of Japan chine paper. The backing sheet shows longer, more chaotic fibers, as expected from French laid woven. There is slight foxing visible on the outer sheet. Again, more evidence of age. Yes, the foxing is actually more visible in a regular image, not a backlit, and it's all around this perimeter. And seen that before in Odilon's works of examples online. Uh, this kind of differential aging is correct for original period chine prints. So, four. No, okay, so no signs of later mount, gluing, or lamination. So, important details: no glue inconsistencies, no curling or lifting edges, no sign of modern heat mount adhesives. The chine layer sits fully embedded inside the backing sheet under pressure. Impossible to fake after the fact. Everything is consistent with original press applied chine colle, not post printing mounting. So, overall conclusion: the top left imagery strongly reinforces the authenticity of the print's physical construction is structurally correct, material consistent, age appropriate, press applied, not modern or after the fact. Consistent or considering this is the fourth supporting corner image you've provided, this evidence that this is a piece is truly lithograph on Chine, a technique Odilon Redon used extensively, is now very strong. So again, a very, very, very uh, another piece of supporting evidence. Uh, I'm getting to down to the point where this, again, I had said this before, I can't do a whole lot more with it, but if I do come across other testing processes that I can do, I will definitely get back to it and get something going on that. I hope some institution or person or somebody out there that has the means to guide this through then some next steps. I think it would be impossible to say that or to think this shouldn't be tested further and corroborated because at this point it's yeah. Now I want to make another observation here. And if anybody out there has glanced at this in any of my videos, actually specifically the last couple with backlighting, there appears to be potentially some letters here. I think you can see my pointer. I'm pretty sure you can. Uh, it appears now I've changed some of the contrast to be able to see, as you can see here, obviously. So with the contrast brought down a little bit, this actually appears red. I don't know what's going on with that. And this letter or this bit here, while it might just be part of the foxing and such, as the analysis came up, some of the adhesive, the paste and stuff might be just boogered up in there. I don't know, but what's interesting is when we look at the actual inversion of contrast and some other changes, just simply to try to bring out different aspects, it does look like here it does as well. And when we look under magnification, when I look at it, it looks like there might be some letters there, and it looks like LES. So this looks like LES, and then it really strongly looks like maybe there's an N in there. Uh, you know, the something possibly. I don't know. I'm not. It really isn't. I've looked at it under the before I uh, when I still had easy access to this lithograph. I went ahead just the other day. I went ahead and did a bunch more pictures under the lighted table, so I'd have them because I'm not going. As I said, I don't have access to it right now. So, so that said, I couldn't quite get myself to say, yeah, there's letters under there. Looking at it from all kinds of different angles, I think it might be a play of light or trick. But the interesting part is this line right here is red, and I can't see it probably very good. A small little corner shot, but then if you look here on the contrast, different, swing, you see this here. It almost looks like LES, LE, and then there's something here, and so this section right here or right here, so it appears to be potentially something. I don't know if there's anything else that could peel that out because I spent a lot of time with GIMP trying to change the contrast colors, this, that, to see if I could bring anything else out. And that's really the best I could. Anyway, that to me would just be a really like a bonus kind of situation because out of 6 or 7 test analysis, everything from handwriting all the way down, all of them are struck spot on. There's just not one or two might be a coincidence. All of them are shockingly unrealistic that it was that it is not what we're talking about here. So um, yeah, so I wanted to show that, and so let me bring myself back up, and if I can, and so I don't know what comes next, and I hope something does for sure. I hope something does because again, um, there if there's a no, then it's going to be at a very high level of scientific level. But that's because everything else has been, you know, yes, without, as yes as you can get. So there you go, as yes as you can get on all the questions so far. Uh, the only thing that I haven't obviously done are those. There was a series of X-ray type things that can be done. No idea. That's the, I tried to do the radiocarbon dating. Not going to work for this item, and the other stuff that I was just talking about. No clue. Like, who does it? Don't know. Universities, yeah, probably. I've reached out. We'll see what happens. Uh, until then, I think I've got everything. It is truly Chine, and it is another 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 answer that says yep. So yeah, thank you for watching this quick video, and I will talk with you soon. Hopefully on this piece someday we'll get even more information. Thanks. Hey folks, hey, I just want to jump on real quick again. I just sometimes cannot get this pointer to actually show on the video. So, I was pointing at stuff you might not have seen. I think most of you probably, if you're watching, you knew or could figure out where I was talking about. But if you can't see this pointer, which I'll work on that, the upper horizontal blue circle is the area where uh, there could potentially be writing under, in between, or something of that nature. It looks like it says from left to right that L over here and such. And then, again, I'm not sure about that. So, and then the density of the glue would be both of the blue on the horizontal and vertical, just along the edge there. And you can see in the hyper uh, um, contrasted picture how it's around that inner perimeter. It's very busy. It's very thick there. So anyway, I just want to make sure since I don't think it came through. And anyway, thanks again, and hope to talk